Hello everyone, my name is Abhinav, and today I'm going to talk about this book called Awful Auntie. It's about this girl called Sarah Shaxby, and she is the sole heir to Shaxby Hall. But whenever she gets caught in a terrible car crash and her parents are killed, she wakes up from a coma that she's been for months in. After her parents had died, her awful aunt Alberta and her great Bavarian owl had been searching the royal deeds everywhere in the house. She had to turn the entire house upside down. Not like literally, but she had to search everywhere. She searched everywhere, her papa's study, the kitchen, everywhere. But whenever Aunt Alberta finally finds the royal deeds in the library, Sarah tries to escape because she knows that if she signs it, then Aunt Alberta will do something very bad and she doesn't know what. So whenever she and her little ghost friend try to escape, their escape plan fails. The car breaks down and then the car starts to sink inside a pond. The ghost friend sank with it, but the girl got rescued by the Wagner. Not because Wagner liked the girl, because Aunt Alberta told Wagner to. Then once they were inside the house, you won't believe what Sarah did. She was too weak and she had no fighting strength left. So instead of trying to escape and fighting, she signed the royal deeds to Alberta. She said the first thing I'm going to do is burn Shaxby Hall. And Sarah said, no, you can't do that. And Alberta said, once this entire place is just a dust of ash, then I will turn it into a museum of owls. In fact, it was a literal museum for owls. She made 3 types of bathrooms, a ladies' bathroom and an owl bathroom. She even created an owl-free zone for people who had zero interest with owls, had an owl in it. Yeah, it was just full of owls. Owls. And she nicknamed it the Owlium. But then you won't believe what idea she'd had for her pet Wagner owl. She said she was going the first thing she was going to do tomorrow, I'm going to tell you in 3, 2, 1. She was gonna shoot Wagner! Dun dun dun! And she said, I'm going to stuff Wagner in his prime. And then Wagner just started flying around the room, squawking in a very terrified way. Then, after that, the Sarah Saxby tried to escape. But then the Alberta grabbed the Sarah Saxby and then she took her outside into the cold winter. And you won't believe what the Alberta tried to do, but it didn't work. She tried to topple over a pile of snow on her niece, Sarah Saxby. Now you might have thought she might have died after that, but no. You see the Shaxby Hall has only one ancient butler called Gibson. And Gibson was doing something very hilarious. Gibson was standing on a plate. He was snowboarding all over the place holding 2 wine glasses with wine inside of it. And then the Gibson ran smack into the Sarah Saxby. The Sarah Saxby held onto the plate, and then they skidded off together back into the door. And then the Alberta and Wagner tried to get in, but then Sarah Saxby locked the main doors so that they couldn't get inside. But then, you might have thought that was the end, but no. Alberta grabbed a snow shovel and whacked it into the door. As soon as the door was broken into pieces of wood, Sarah Saxby tried to escape using the chimney. Once she got out of the chimney pot, she landed onto the roof, but then she could see a ladder. Alberta started climbing up the ladder, and as soon as she was on the roof, she started saying, "You can run, but you can't hide." Then after that, just when Alberta was about to go near the chimney, she slipped, and then she fell down the roof. Well, she didn't fall down. Sarah Saxby hoped that she had plunged to her, death, but no siree. Alberta grabbed onto the roof, and then she started sounding like the best auntie in the world. She said, "Sarah, you wouldn't mind helping your auntie Wanty?" And then Sarah said no, but then Alberta lyingly convinced Sarah that she was good. And the second Sarah grabbed Alberta's hand, Alberta held on tight, and then she fell down with Sarah. Then Alberta said, "If I can't have Saxby Hall, then no one can." Just when Sarah thought that was the end for her, Wagner swooped in and grabbed Sarah and left Alberta fall into the snow. Just when Sarah and Wagner thought she was dead, she moved a finger, then her head, then her body. And when she got up, she looked no more than a yeti. Also, you can find yetis in Nepal. I mean, the yeti may be faux or non-faux, but let's just get back to the story. Then Alberta started chasing Wagner and Sarah. But then Wagner got an idea, because since they were in the forest, Wagner could see loads of other owls. So then he did a big squawk. Then a bunch of owls just flew away from the woods. Then after that, Alberta got out a swinging mace from her pocket. She started swinging it around. But just before Alberta could hit Sarah with it, a flock of owls literally just swooped in, as if Alberta was in a softball fight where a bunch of balls just hit her. Then the snow got removed, but then the owls grabbed onto her. She dropped the swinging mace, and then the owls went up into the air. Soon Alberta was no bigger than just a tiny little dot. Then Wagner did a very, very, very big squawk. Then the owls dropped Alberta, and her last words she said was, "Ah!" And after that she hit the earth floor as the ground shook a little. Sarah knew this was it. Her awful auntie was no more. Then she gave Wagner a big, big squishy hug. After that, they had a really unusual Christmas dinner with only the Gibson, Sarah, and Wagner. After that, the next day, Sarah thought to herself that as much as she loved to rule Shaxby Hall, she was just a tiny little child that was only 13. So she decided that she had to go to an orphanage. She would always cry herself to sleep and just be really shy in front of the children. But then the next day, while she was in the orphanage, she got an idea. She told the Martin, aka the wee person that takes care of the children, that maybe they could move all of the orphaned children into the Shaxby Hall. And then the Martin said, "That's a great idea." When the Martin did, the kids just went crazy. Well, like crazy in a normal way. They always had fun. Even some of the braver kids got a ride on Wagner's back. So that's the end of the story, folks. I hope you liked it. If you did really like it or love it, you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button. See you later.